Greetings! Hello. How are you? How's everybody doing tonight? I just wanted to get on and talk a little bit about the 30-day to healthy living program. It's a lot of elimination of potential allergens and foods that don't necessarily serve you well, or that you might be allergic to. So if you have any questions, go ahead and type them below. If you just want to hear a little bit about the basics, I'm just going to spend a little bit of time going over it. So a lot of times we don't even realize that we maybe need to detox, and you're still eating whole foods. So this isn't something that's like a starvation diet. It's kind of more of a lifestyle change, and it's finding things that by elimination that you may or may not be allergic to, might be irritating you. So there's a lot of signs of toxic overload. Just a few. There's a whole list, and abdominal bloating, acid reflux. Acid reflux is something that I've had. When I started doing the 30 days to healthy living program, it eliminated my acid reflux. So there was some things that were irritating me that caused this. So that's an example. Allergies. My allergies have been better since I have done the program more than once. Brain fog's a big one for a lot of people. Some people have chronic fatigue. Constipation is a big one. Itchy skin. Some people have fibromyalgia. Itchy eyes, slow digestion, sugar cravings, skin rashes, weight gain, all that kind of stuff. That's all signs of toxic overload. Hello, thank you for joining. If you have any questions, type them in, and if you're watching and you're interested in the program, let me know below, and I can give you send you a 3-day example of what it would be to be eating this way, what the program would be like for 3 days. Just kind of a sample if you're interested. So let me know below if you want that. But there's more signs of toxic overload that includes like pot belly, poor concentration, PMS, food chemical sensitivities, hot flashes, hypoglycemia, irritable bowel syndrome. Some people have that. Sorry, I'm getting all these notifications here. There's more chronic fatigue, dark circles under the eyes. I used to have that in relation to allergies. I used to take allergy medication daily. Nose sprays, Zyrtec, all this stuff. And I had silent reflux. So all these went away and got a lot less. Like I still have allergies. I'm still allergic to dust. That doesn't go away. But some of these went away after I did the program. And detoxing isn't what it sounds like necessarily. It's not a bad thing. Our systems all need help every now and then. It's something that would be actually good once a year to do. Hello, hi Kenna. So all these symptoms of toxic overload, there's more than what I've listed. And so just any of those, if you have any symptoms, that's just one reason that you might consider doing some kind of detox. And you don't necessarily have to do the one that Arbonne does, but I like it because it's not starving yourself. And it's just teaching you healthier ways to eat. Now, one of the things that they do is they eliminate a lot of allergens. So like, even though their products are vegan, they have vegan-based products, they have all these certifications for their products. That doesn't mean you have to be a vegan to be on the program. It just means that, like for example, if you're using their protein powder for their shakes or any of their products, there's no animal testing, there's vegan, there's no animal byproducts in any of their products. So some of the things that you're going to eliminate include a lot of the things that irritate us and that cause inflammation and different things that cause some of this toxic overload. Like for me, I ended up getting acid reflux. I was taking medication for it all the time. One of the medications I was taking has been recalled. I don't have to take it anymore because I've done this. So dairies is the one that the first thing that you eliminate, in gluten, soy, anything that's a GMO, refined sugar, honey temporarily, all breads, of course, with gluten, and even the gluten-free breads temporarily, because you're trying to eliminate processed food and you're eating more whole food. It's kind of similar to Whole30, but it's not exactly, because you're eliminating more things than Whole30 does. It's whole eating like that, but you're eliminating some of these potential allergens. And you're also trying to make your body less acidic and be more alkaline based. So you eliminate a lot of fruit, many of the fruits, just because a lot of them are high in sugar and whatnot. But green apples, berries, limes, lemons, those are acceptable during this. They're lower in sugar. Now you can eat meat, but really what you want to eat is free range, organic. We eliminate pork, veal. You want grass-fed, and you don't want to eat beef during this more than one time a week if you're going to be doing meat. So corn, that's another allergen. White potatoes, white rice. So brown rice, sweet potatoes, yams, those kind of things are good. We eliminate a lot of the vinegars, certain vinegars. And no canola oil, because that's a man-made product. That's not a clean thing to be eating. So oils, you would use olive oil, grapeseed oil, coconut oil, flaxseed oil, those kind of oils to cook with and put in recipes and whatnot. And the recipes, honestly, that they have meal plans, and you don't have to follow it exactly, but they give you recipes, they give you a shopping list, there's an online support group. It's kind of awesome. And you don't have to follow, like you don't have to eat specifically all the recipes on there, but they have more than one version. They have a vegan version and they have a non-vegan version. They also have, there's like a document for like slow cookers, so there's a whole bunch of recipes for that too. And they kind of show you how to portion your plate, because a lot of people are just, they forget, they don't think about it, they just eat what they want to eat, and then we have some of these sugar cravings and anxiety and allergies and everything. So, like half your plate is vegetables. How many people do that? So it kind of reminds you, and it reminds you how you're supposed to be eating. And the first time I did this, I think I lost I want to say about 12 plus pounds just in 30 days. So I think the average is between 7 to 14 pounds for women, just if you're following everything. So half your plate is vegetables, and then only a quarter is protein, right? And then 1/12 is healthy fats, right? So the oils and avocados. 1/6 is complex carbohydrates. So that's your brown rice. Your quinoa is another good one to eat. Chickpeas, beans, lentils, that kind of stuff. So it just really kind of got me back on track, doing some of the stuff that I'd known before, but like with support. And you're like, oh, and here's this really good recipe. And honestly, like I made everything that I made, I'd say like 98% of it my kids ate, and it's all super easy. None of it took like a ton of time. It's just like planning ahead. So you get stuff ahead of time for the week. You'd go shopping, you'd plan out what you were going to make. And that kind of helps me too, because our schedules are nuts. And so I'd pre-make some stuff, and then it was just like, I've got this in the fridge, heat it up, like we're on the go. And then this kind of, their program is kind of awesome for like if you're a working parent, if you're a musician, if you're just like on the go all the time. Because honestly, like, so in the morning, a protein shake, it does not take that long to make, but you're using it as a meal replacement, so you want to make sure to put the right things in it. So they have all these different recipes. You don't have to like drink the same flavor, drink the same flavor every day. So, but anyways, if anybody has any questions, ask me. If you want a sample of like what 3 days of this would be like, comment down below, sample, and I'll send you that, with like breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, like exactly how your day would be laid out for like 3 days. I can send you an example. And a lot of times snacks, that's kind of what gets me. And then the other part of this that sort of got me back on track was like times of day eating. So when you're a musician, and a parent driving your kids everywhere, like your time for eating, I mean, it's good to be able to plan ahead, because what happens is like, you get home late from rehearsal or from taking your kid to practice or activities or whatever. And for me, like I get starving, if I hadn't eaten enough during the day. And so this kind of kept me back on track from that. And then like eating only, like this is kind of similar, like intermittent fasting is like has kind of become more popular, and this isn't exactly that, but it keeps you on track. Like if you eat first thing in the morning at 7 a.m., then the last thing you eat is 7 p.m. is at 7 p.m. and not later. And then you want to make sure that you're leaving enough time between when you eat and go to bed. So all that is basic, but doing one of these programs with support from like whoever is coaching you, like in this case it would be me, but then there's like the online group and you can ask like a ton of questions, and there's all kinds of people doing this. There's like people that have had irritable bowel syndrome and other issues that have been able to control their health problems and sometimes eliminate them completely, and not need medication. That's kind of like what I was talking about at the beginning, where like I don't need all the allergy medicine anymore. So if you're watching this right now, thank you for joining me. If you're watching it on the replay, type replay below. That's awesome too. I'm going to leave it up. So even if like later on you decide you want some more information, detailed information, I'll just comment below for the 3 days. I can give you a sample of what 3 days of eating in this program would be like. There are cost breakdowns for this, and a lot of times people think, oh, I can't afford this, because their biggest concern is money. But actually I ended up spending less money doing this because we ate out less, and then we ate out less and I ate less junk because I was controlling my own meals. And really the cost for this is like about just a little over $7 to $9 a day, depending on like how you purchase it, because consultants get a bigger discount, preferred clients get a discount, retail it's a little bit more, but if you're buying a pack of the nutrition pack, you're gonna want to be a preferred client. You're gonna save a ton of money on it, and then it only ends up being like $8.50 a day about. And think about how much you spend on Starbucks, coffee, lattes. Well, one of the things you're eliminating is coffee, because it's really acidic on our bodies. And I already drink tea. Like, they have a detox tea, which is actually pretty good. I'm kind of a tea snob, I guess. But no black tea, no black coffee. But they have these energy fizzes, which aren't like a regular energy drink. You'll see some of these like energy drinks, and they've got tons of caffeine. They've got all this sugar, all these calories, all this junk, and they're so not good for you. And the energy fizzes have extract from guarana extract and green tea extract, and there's only 50 milligrams about of caffeine, which is half the caffeine of regular coffee. And they have B vitamins and all kinds of stuff in them to help you not have the crash from the caffeine. And they're really I don't personally need to have them every day always, but if you were a coffee drinker, a lot of people, they swear by this. It's like their replacement. And because it's not acidic, it's alkalining, it's helping your body be more conducive to being healthier. Because the more acidic you are, the more prone you are to getting sick, having more diseases, having some of this inflammation, having some of these problems. So that's kind of like the basics that I wanted to go over. I know it's there's like a lot I could talk about with this program, and really for me, like, even though I'm not like doing the specific program all the time, like, it's kind of got me to the point where I'm like at maybe 70-80% healthier eating during the week, and then I still have times where I enjoy myself and don't do exactly everything perfect, because we're human, and it's just not going to happen always. You need a break. But if it gets you to change any habit and make it healthier, then it's worth it. But it also is going to clean out your system and make everything in your body function better, honestly. I had so much more energy after I did this program. I could breathe better. I didn't have a constant drip in my throat. I got rid of some of my allergy medications. My acid reflux improved tremendously. I don't have to take over-the-counter medication all the time. So I'm proof that this works. And you don't have to do this to lose weight. There's so many other reasons just to be healthier, Thanks for joining me. So if you have any questions, let me know below, and I'll be happy to answer them. Even if it's later, even if you're watching on the replay, just type replay. I want this to be a forum for questions, inspire each other to be healthier. You don't have to use this program to be healthier. If you have tips, that's awesome. Share. I think the biggest thing for me was like getting my kids and myself to eat more vegetables. Like, seriously. And that was like a feat in itself, but there was quite a few things that I made that they asked me to make again. So the recipes are not that complicated. They're easy. They're relatively quick, and for everybody. And they don't like everything, but once you start cooking like this and planning like this, it gets easier, and then you can adapt things to like your family and what they like. So thank you for watching, And I appreciate the likes and the hearts. And I just want to help inspire people to be a little bit healthier, if nothing else. And like I said, you don't have to do this program to get a few tips and become healthier and eat better and just be overall healthier in general. And you know, when you feel better and you're not in pain, like, so honestly, because I got rid of some of the inflammation and some of the things went away after I did this program more than once, I felt so much better and my mood was better. And I wasn't so like just frustrated and negative and just, you know, your outlook changes when you feel better. And I mean, like, everybody has their stuff and nobody's perfect, but eating and being healthy goes a long way. And for me, when I don't have as much pain and inflammation, then exercise becomes easier. You know, even though I still go to physical therapy for car accidents. So anything that gets rid of inflammation like this helps me tremendously. So with that, I'm going to say thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Feel free to share the video. Feel free to comment below. Let me know that you watched, even if it's on the replay. Let me know if you want a sample of 3 days, what it would be like on this program. Just type sample below. Okay, thanks again. I hope you guys have an awesome night and sleep tight. Make healthy choices. Eat good food tomorrow. Bye.